In the Ashanti region of Ghana, kente cloth is a great status symbol, marking your wealth and, in the past, your office. Something to be worn on important occasions and by important people. As the art historian in Ghana, Professor Kojo Fosu, wrote,
"A typical kente fabric is woven in narrow strips. Each strip contains a series of bands, designed in intricate, multicoloured geometrical patterns, alternated by other bands of simple linear designs in contrasting coordinated colours for harmonious effect.
Each pattern is named after an historical event, or a person, or is connected with a proverb."
An important decision which every weaver has to make is what kind of cloth is he going to weave, because it is the design that will determine the colors of the yarn that he has to put on the bobbin and subsequently on the warp. The second process is to put the warp thread into the pedals and the beater. And this you do according to the design pattern that you already have in mind. After putting the warp thread into the various pedals and beater, the whole thing is brought into a loom for the weaver to start weaving. There are two sets of pedals. The first set is used in making patterns, and the second set is used in doing regular weaving where no patterns are required. Now, in this particular pattern, I'm using both the pattern making pedal and the regular weaving pedal at the same time. If you have time to watch a weaver do this piece here, it may take about half an hour or more just to do this piece. I do not know of any weaver who can produce more than this strip in a day of 8 hours of hard work. It's not possible. And I can assure you that in any given village, not more than 10% of the weavers are prepared to weave this, because it takes such a long time to do. This is an old design, and remember, they had access to black and white. The original early kente designs were black and white. The cotton used at that time was grown and spun here. And the black, the indigo, and so on, these colors were also colors that were locally available, dyed colors available here. The weaver had no contact with the rest of the world, so he had no access to the variety of colors that we have today. We are told that it was when the Gold Coast, then Gold Coast weaver, got in touch with the Europeans and saw silk material that they started to unravel the European and started using what they call silk. I'm not very certain whether it was pure silk or not. But as far as I'm concerned, and I've been weaving, for the past 40 years or more, I have never in my lifetime seen silk being used in any of the weaving villages. What was available some 30, 40 years ago was a kind of spun rayon, which was so beautiful. You could rub it on your fingers and have a certain feeling of silk.
Yes, of course, when they mean yes, they were black, and red, and gold, in our near the. You see, it's a same baby.
These other colors you see today are new colors that did not exist. And we have used them in producing traditional designs in order to make people attractive. We have used what we call metallic. When you wear it to party in the night, it reflects, you see, metallic yarn.